Well, hi there everyone, Baryonyx5 here, and welcome back to Planet 19, where I am up on top of a very high tower. And the reason that I'm up here is to get a bit of an overview of this. You can see exactly what this is. This is the round tower that we've been working on for a while. I've built up the side walls, I've put a little bit of glass in around and about, and I've been testing out an idea for the roof. Now, let us try and get down from here without dying too much. At the minute, I'm on my own on the server, so that is all good. Let's see if we can get in. As you can see, I have had to board over this ravine quite a bit. There are some good materials down there, and I really should go and try and get a few of those out. You can see exactly what I've done. We've got some supports in here, some cross bits, doors, there's all sorts going on, really. A bit of a test of an idea with the flooring. Let's get down here, hopefully without dying. And you can see exactly what's going on in here. This is what this room looks like. Perhaps of the most interest are these blocks up at the top. They are these. Cobblestone with a dark panel. They're made using the chisel mod. They are just one of the options for what you can do with cobblestone. They are down there. And I quite like the look of them, and they are quite cheap. I'm thinking I am actually going to use it for the roof, at least part of the roof, going around. Here is our tree farmer, who is still here, who hasn't actually been running because she is switched off when I am offline. That is on, isn't it? Yep. But she is running at the minute, and if we look in here, you can see she has managed to get way over a stack of wood, which is really, really good. Now, we are getting to the point in time where we are just about getting ready to move out of our little house and into here, at least with most of the machines and such like. So what I might just really quickly do is just try and make this little bit mob-proof, perhaps just with a little bit, probably not of that, but of that. Because it would be quite good to be able to sort of live in here for a while now. This side tower I'm not too sure about just at the minute. It is fine. It is absolutely fine. I'm just not entirely sure if it's in completely the right place is my problem. At this point, can I leave off it? I can. I'm just trying to make sure creepers don't spawn in here, basically. There we go, I think that is actually us hematically sealed in, so to speak. There is obviously a massive, great big gap in the roof, which would stop that being true in any way, shape or form, and also there is a big hole here, and I think I did just see a creeper in the bottom of it. But apart from that, it's pretty well sealed. Please let me place, thank you very much. So what is the plan for today? Well, off camera I will be putting the floor in. I don't think that's a majorly interesting thing. But one thing which we are getting through a lot of is cobblestone. We're not exactly running out of it, but we are getting through it. It looks like, yep, the turtle went when we weren't looking. I'm also getting through a lot of glass. Now, glass is more of a problem, and the reason it's more of a problem is that I don't have a lot of sand about. I know I live on a beach, but I'm sort of destroying the look of the land. Let's get out this way. I do love scaffolding. By trying to dig up lots and lots of sand all the time. So I would like a way to make sand, and fortuitously... Oh, that's grown into a massive oak tree. I knew that would happen. This is an oak tree farm because I'm trying to get a little bit of flooring in. Fortuitously, there is a way to actually make sand. Let's head back into our little house. Type in the word sand. And we shall see exactly what it is. Here it is. Sand can be made by macerating cobblestone. It can also be made by pulverizing cobblestone. And that is what we are going to actually do. There are probably many, many other ways which I do not know, but that's the main one that we're going to use. We want to be able to pulverize things, and to be honest, we really need a pulverizer, because, you know, we've got this, and if I have a pulverizer, I can pulverize up all these ores, and not particularly have to worry about running out of lava or anything like that. It will all be charcoal powered. The other thing which I desperately need in here is a sorting system, obviously, because this is all turning into an almighty mess. So that is a bit of a pain. So we will also get around to sorting that. But first things first, and the first thing is the Pulverizer. So here is a Pulverizer. They are very easy. It's a machine frame, flint, pistons, copper, and the redstone reception coil. Do we have all of the above? So there is our copper. We need a machine frame, which is 4 pieces of iron. Which one of these is the block of iron? It's these. Redstone and gold and flint. So gold, 2 pieces of redstone. What else? Flint and a piston, so I will need some more iron and some more redstone actually, so I'll just take half a flipping stack. Why did I not do that in the first place? And the flint. Now there must be flint in one of these, because that is the sort of thing which is just going to come up all over the place. There's some flint. I knew I must have some somewhere. Oh, and the other thing which I need is 4 pieces of glass and 3 pieces of glass. Just grab another couple of those. Don't tell me my inventory is full. My inventory is completely full. I do not need a zombie brain. Let's dive into here and get a quick bit of sleep. Just over the night. There we go. Right, now we can start to actually make this stuff. Let's cook off that bit of sand. Right, what do we need? We do need a reception coil, which is just like that. We also do need a piston, which is cobblestone, a piece of iron. I have not split my iron or my copper up yet. But there we go. Iron, cobblestone, wood, and redstone. Gets us a piston. I'm so glad I remembered that, because I am terrible with that recipe, I often say. So the only other thing we need is the extra glass. Thank you. Not down there. Have I picked it up? Where has that gone? It is all the way down here. Is that the wrong sort of glass? No, that's glass. Why are you not picking up? I will eat my bread and see why that is not picking up. That is borderless glass. Well, why didn't I think of that? Will this actually make with borderless glass? Right, let us go and pop things away, which need to be popped away. The sorting system will have to be quite a priority quite soon, I feel. Did I even pick the glass up? Of course not. Right, glass with iron and gold will make us, hopefully, if this one works. The borderless glass does not work, but we can change it back to standard glass, which will. I've been using borderless rather than standard, just because I think it looks a bit better. Right, machine frame. This, 2 of these, and my piston wherever it went. There we have a pulverizer. We can now finally start to macerate ores. Now then, what we really need to do is get all of this gubbins moved over into what I'm going to call the factory. So let's just actually get it out. Let's get it out using one of these, because that might work better. Right, we can probably... do we have 2 buckets? We have 2 buckets, so we can just grab the 2 source blocks, hopefully. Or we could do that. That will work just as well. Now, another thing which we are going to need is a way to get the power from the dynamo into 2 different machines. And that means we are going to need some conduit. Conduit is what is going to transfer our power about. It is a piece of glass, 2 pieces of lead, and a load of redstone. Now I do have quite a bit of lead, I have a load of redstone, and I have 1 piece of glass still, I believe. I do. Glass, lead, and redstone. Just like that is going to get me 6 leadstone energy conduits. Put this, and that, and probably that, and arguably that, back into there. Right, let us go back into the factory and try and work out where on earth we are going to put this. Now this round tower here I'm thinking is actually going to be sort of a greenhouse. So this central bit for now can be the factory. I think ultimately that tower over there will be the factory. And this will be a sort of just central meeting area with whatever else appears in it. Ouch. But for now it can all just go over here. That will be 1 too low, won't it? I do believe it shall. I'm really doing well at throwing things on the ground today. I know not why. Water, water, water everywhere. And not a drop to drink. Hold on. Will that work? It would really work better with a fluiduct. But I don't particularly have a fluiduct. Therefore, that's the actual ground level. Yes, that's actually going to be... I bet I don't have a simple axe on me, do I? That's a bit of an oversight. My battle axe doesn't take out all around, though, does it? No, it doesn't. So what we could actually do is pop it in here in this corner. Pop down the aqueous accumulator. Please tell me I've picked that up somewhere. Pulverizer redstone furnace. Where's my accumulator? Okay, 1 second whilst I go work out where I left my accumulator. Okay, so I am back in the house. I have picked up the aqueous accumulator. It was down there. And I've realised I could really use something else. Something which I'm pretty sure I have not actually made yet. And that is a fluiduct. These are just like the item ducts, except they transfer fluids instead. They're just copper and a piece of lead. So let's really quickly just grab 2 pieces of copper, 1 of lead, ye inventory, and put them together. There we go, fluiducts. This will just allow us to transport the water from further down up into our dynamo. Although I could also actually just dig the dynamo down into the floor. That might actually look a bit neater. In which case I wouldn't really need one of these. And it is getting dark. Let's hit the old F7 key and just check that indeed this whole area will become a big mob trap. Okay, it might well be worth my while making up a crafting table. Pop you on the floor. Some sticks. Some more sticks. Just like that, and get a load more torches in. Just so as that I can light this place up just for now. I shall do it again properly later on, obviously. Okay, clearly zombies can get through that gap. Why am I not hitting you? Okay, the lag seems pretty bad on the zombies. If I start to get too much trouble, I will have to go back to sleep. So you can see I've put the accumulator in, but I am now going to take it out again. And I'm really nervous of something just dropping on my head. Something known as a creeper, which would blow this up, and that would be a huge problem. I'm going to actually dig this all down one more, just like this. Pop the accumulator in down here, because it's fine it being hidden underground, so to speak. It doesn't need anything to actually run on, it will just accumulate water. Yeah, I think this plan will work better. What I'm going to do then is run conduit across like this, and under here, okay? Just like that. I can then place my steam dynamo just in here, and I can just board over the top of that with a wooden plank. And probably stick a torch on it so nothing spawns right there. There we go. We now have another steam dynamo. It's filled with water and it is ready and raring to go. So all we have to do is plonk on top of it a pulverizer and a redstone furnace, okay? Now if I was to put a bit of charcoal in here, of which I have plenty, what I can do is take some cobblestone, some plain cobblestone. I've only got 6 pieces. But you can see what will happen. It will get completely macerated up. I'll switch this so both outputs are going that way. And no others going anywhere else. It gets turned into sand. That sand will get cooked up in here and turned into glass. So what I've made, in effect, is a glass factory. Now this will also work for sorting out hello zombie over there. At least you can't get in all my ores. This is of course an ore doubler, just like the Tinker's Construct machine is. So this will create 2 dusts, which will be very important. I will actually start to need dusts soon. So I shall just let that carry on, because I do believe that will be the end of this episode, guys. All I'm actually going to do now is fill in some of all this flooring area. For next time, I am going to probably start working on the sorting system, because I want to have everything moved into this building from my little house over there. So thank you very much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed the episode. Do like and subscribe if you did, and most importantly of all, of course, I do hope to see you here once again next time. Thank you and goodbye. Creeper. Wow, you're tough. Or is this just really weak?